Big news for Ricardo Pepi. PSV announced a contract extension with the American forward until 2030. Pepi, who hasn't been a regular starter, has played 18 games, scoring 11 league goals, and is recovering from a knee injury. Gets the big news of his contract extension. Let's take a listen. Ricardo Pepi.
Very excited to be able to sign a new deal, and I think it's just the amount of love and the amount of opportunities that PSV has provided for me, and of course being at a club like this, there was no doubt that I needed to re-sign here.
You had Marcel Brands on the phone. What did you tell each other?
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, of course it's been a difficult week with the news about your knee, but very, very excited to have you sign a new contract, and congrats. And that just shows you the amount of people and the type of people that work in this club, and it's a very special club for sure. I think it's a choice of more thinking about your future. I think it's a great spot for me to continue to develop myself, to develop my ambition, and to develop myself as a player. And I think it's an important spot, and definitely the right one.
All right, something, nothing, or everything hurt. Ricardo Pepi signing that contract extension. Of course, we went through the news of his knee injury, going through surgery. Still not sure how much time he's going to miss. But after these rumors with Ricardo Pepi and maybe moving to a different team, to a different league, is this contract extension something, nothing, or everything?
It's everything. And you could see right here Ricardo Pepi. I think he's posted up in his hotel bed, might have been connected to the hospital, but he's in good spirits. He couldn't be happier that he's going to sign with the team to 2030. I don't know about you guys, but anytime a young player signs an extension after doing well for that long, it just tells me he's on his way out. It just tells me the club wants an insurance policy. They want to make sure they maximize his selling potential, maximize that transfer. And good on Ricardo. He deserves it. Good on Ernie Stewart.
Yeah.
Good business.
I think there's a couple things there. I like the fact that, let's be honest, he still hasn't won a starting position.
Right. Well, he did, and then he got injured. That game he did, and he got injured.
Kind of.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That was his.
So look, the young still in the squad.
Yes.
It's the captain.
So I see it two ways. I see it, are they setting it up to protect themselves if they sell Luke de Jong?
Yeah.
And then, and also, is he worth more money when they're paying him more money? And so for me, for him, this is the perfect spot to be. To be at a big club, getting great experience in international level, and keep developing. And then when you become that out-and-out starter, the guy that's the first name on the team sheet, then you make the move to a bigger club.
I'm sorry, can we go back for a second? Can production put back that graphic where it showed he was #1 in everything attacking-wise, and he is 19th in minutes played per game on his own team? Can we go back? Can you, for a second, just think about that? Let that sink in. A 22-year-old who, as Kay said, is still not guaranteed as a starter, is first in goals on the team, first in minutes per goals, first in multi-games with goals and game winners, and is 19th on his very own team in play. A few things here.
Yeah, there's some context.
A few things here. This makes me go back to what we were saying about Santi Giménez and the Eredivisie tax. It's a very offensive league. That doesn't mean that Santi Giménez or Ricardo Pepi should care about that.
Right.
No, you maximize your opportunity, and they are doing that. But as this pertains to Ricardo Pepi, if I'm Ricardo Pepi, there's a few reasons this is everything. One, because I know this is going to mean a massive transfer or a bigger transfer that's in my future. I get more money in a time where I have uncertainty in my head. If you are out there wondering why you've not seen a timetable for Ricardo Pepi's return, it's because they don't know. It's because they're going to go in and they saw what's in the knee and they will determine the damage there. So as a player, you not knowing the uncertainty of an injury and having the club say, you know what, we don't care. We want to be with you on this. That is everything. Now, Liverpool in the past has been reported. West Ham, we know an actual figure. If I'm PSV, I've seen what this player has done in a limited sample size, and I think to myself, this could be much bigger. But as Casey mentioned, we need to up the figures so we could up the sell price.
All right. To me, it's everything because of this. As a club, if one of your young, talented players gets injured like he did, right? Still, he's going to miss 1-2 months, We don't know. But it's a knee injury. That's never easy. You guys know this really well.
Never missed a day of training.
Exactly. So if you, as a
You missed some for me?
For both of us.
as a club, you send the message that, yes, regardless, he just went through surgery, we are going to extend his contract.
Yeah.
That's not only speaking to the player, hey, we trust you, we believe in you. That's telling other clubs, other leagues, hey, he's still okay. So if you guys are still interested in a guy like this, we just sign him to a contract extension. That's huge.
Knee surgery
huge.
isn't what it used to be, right? Knee surgery in the 60s, 70s was,
of course.
Oh, that was
a career ender.
career ending.
You know,
Exactly.
Now
This is
you're
more
back.
insurance case.
Yeah.
Because if you're thinking out loud, all right, when does contract end? Oh, it ends in 2026. What is in 2026? It's the World Cup. Are we going to let him possibly go on a free while playing in the World Cup? Of course
No.
not. You're going to lock him in. You're going to lock him down 5 more years, 2030, and get a big sell off of that. That's right there an investment you are making on the player that I think will play off.
And for the national team purposes, we knew that other number 9s were also injured. That opened the door for Ricardo to start, and he delivered.
Yeah.
Now, after this injury, and he's not going to play in the CONCACAF Nations League in March in LA, but everything goes well. Is he still the leader in the clubhouse to fill that number 9 spot?
I don't really make that jump. For me, you play week in and week out well for your club team. That's first and
That's
foremost.
number one.
That's number one. National team, you'd have to kind of see, again, who else is in your position, who else is doing certain things, who else is being successful. All I can do is look after my club. Club comes first, and with the success from your club team, gives you the opportunity with the national team.
Let's take a look back over the course of the Berhalter years and now with Pochettino, and let's say who have been key figures that, when healthy, are always in. Oh, Christian Pulisic, Anthony Robinson, Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, maybe a Yunus Musa. Has the 9 position ever had that?
No.
Has the 9 position ever had anybody who was, this man, no matter what, is going to be your starting 9? No. So I can't, in good faith, sit here and say, Ricardo Pepi, when he is healthy, will be the starting 9.
I don't think we've had it since a run in qualifying with Josie when he went on a great run. I don't think we've had it since.
I was going to say, as far as this,
not a 9.
as far as this show goes back, when does this show start? 2020?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ever since the show started, I don't think there's ever been.
Josh Sargent was the first 9 when this show started.
Yeah.
You know, and he was just coming up. And since then, you've had Josh Sargent, you've had Haji Wright, you've had Jordan Pifak, you had Jesus Ferreira, you'd have Ricardo Pepi. There has been a revolving door of 9s. Daryl Dike, Brandon Vasquez. Nobody has been able to say, this is my position. Right. Yeah. We thought it was going to be Fowler and Balogun. It hasn't happened.
But I think that comes from none of them have stayed injury-free. None of them have consistently been doing it at club level. Yeah. And I think that's where it starts. You need one of them to emerge.
The closest one that's done both at the national team at the club level has been Ricardo.
It has been Ricardo, I agree. Yeah.
But now he has to recover from that knee injury, but with that safety net of having that contract extension until 2030. You can catch all the action of the Eredivisie. PSV playing in Willem II.
Wait.